Hello everybody, myself Vibhuti Mishra from LPM Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. In the previous video, we have already studied about the hot weather season, the cold weather season, advancing monsoon and post and retreating monsoon. In today's video, we are going to study about nature of monsoon. What is the nature of the monsoon? The 2 monthly mark a period of transition between hot wet season and the cold dry season. The 2 months mark a period, means the 2 months of October and November marks the period of the hot wet season and the cold dry season. Into the one area we can experience the cold and dry season, means into the northern India, but into the southern area we will experience the hot and wet season. That's why the cyclone originating over the Bay of Bengal reaches the eastern coast of India. This is the reason the difference between the temperature of both area. The southern part experience the hot and wet season, and the northern part experience the cold and dry season, and this creates the atmosphere of cyclone, the eastern, which originate into the Bay of Bengal in the eastern coast of the Bengal or the Tamil Nadu. The areas are mostly affected by the cyclone into the month of October and into the month of November. This one is the southern part of India. The southern part of India, the eastern part experience the cyclone which is from Bay of Bengal. Due to the difference in temperature of both regions, into the northern region we experience cold and dry season, cold and dry. And into the southern area, into the southern region, we experience the hot and wet season. Hot and wet season. Therefore, the high pressure area into the northern basin and the lower pressure area into the southern basin, this type of pressure area, this type of the flowing of the air makes the cyclone into the Bay of Bengal, and into the Bay of Bengal it is mostly affected by the low pressure. That's why the eastern southern region of India experience the cyclone. Okay, into the month of the October and November. The cyclone originating over the Bay of Bengal reached the eastern coast of India and caused widespread damage of life. The widespread damage of life is caused due to the cyclone which is formed into the month of October and November in the Bay of Bengal, and it affects the life of the people which are living into the coastal areas. Okay, next one. The widespread damage of life and property in the thickly populated deltas of the Godavari, the Krishna river and the Kaveri river, which is into the southern region, into the coastal areas. These areas are populated. Why it is populated? Because of water. These areas are totally populated, and the cyclone mostly affect the populated area into the coastal region. Next, southeastern coastal region. Next, the long dry spell reduces the possibility of the bumper crop and thus disturbing the economic life. This type of cyclones reduces the possibility of bumper crop, means the crop which are growing into these type of areas are affected by the cyclones, and this type of disturbance this type of disturbance this type of disturbance affect the economic life of the people also. The monsoons at the right time bring a welcome relief not only to the farmer but also to the city dwellers. The monsoon into this season means the monsoon into the month of June and into the at the last end of the September. The monsoon brings the relief not only to the farmer but also to the dwellers who purchase the crops from the farmer and sell it into the market. They are the dwellers, and both are economically get profit by selling and purchasing the crop. Next, the annual cycle of season is dominated by the monsoon. Annual cycle of the seasons are dominated by the monsoon. It is also affected by the monsoon. All forms of life, plants, animals, and human beings in India respond to the seasonal rhythm created by the monsoon. The all type of life means plants, animals, and human beings. All type of living beings are affected, are get relieved, or are get economically strengthened by the help of the monsoon. Economically strengthened how? Because when monsoon will arrive, the crop areas or the agriculture will be so much profitable, will be so much good, and this benefits not only the farmer but also to the dwellers. Next, nature of the monsoon. What is the nature of the monsoon? Following are some characteristic features of the monsoon in India. Monsoon in India is divided into 4 categories. That is, they are seasonal in nature, means monsoons are seasonal in nature. A particular season is appointed over India. A particular season of rain is there. That's why this is the nature of the monsoon. First one is they are seasonal in nature. They are seasonal in nature. Second one is means a particular season is appointed for the monsoon and it is arrived into the month of June and ended up to the end of the September. Second one is the winds are uncertain and irregular in their approach as well as retreat. Means the winds are uncertain and irregular. Uncertain and irregular. This uncertain winds and this type of irregular winds are bringing the monsoon, but at the end of the September they also become uncertain and forms the retreating monsoon. Okay, that comes into the month of the October and come into the month of the November. This is the form of retreating monsoon and also the form of monsoon which comes into the month of June and ended up to the September. These monsoon winds are playing the major role in giving the rain, in providing the rain over the area of all over India. But it is affected by certain features which I have already told you into the previous video of this lesson. Next one, rainfall is unequally distributed over the country. This one is the also effect. The rainfall is unequally distributed country. Means the rainfall over the area, over the India, it is unequally distributed. Why it is? Because some areas are affected by the altitude, some areas are affected by the latitude, and some area receives more rainfall, just as in Assam area you may see that, into the western coastal area you may see that, into the eastern coastal area, that is the Bengal, and the middle bay of Bihar. These type of areas experience the most rainfall, heavy rainfall. Why it is so? Because it is uncertain, because the air which brings the monsoon, it is uncertain, and some areas it brings too much rainfall, and into some areas it brings little much rainfall. Means the area of Rajasthan receives the little most rainfall. That's why the Thar desert is formed over there. This was the reason of the forming of the Thar desert. Okay, why? Because the Aravalli ranges plays an important role. I am making the diagram over here. I am making the diagram over here. This will be easy for you to understand to understand how the Rajasthan region is affected by the Aravalli ranges. Whatever it is, here is Rajasthan. Okay, the Aravalli ranges over there plays an important role in stopping the monsoon winds. The Aravalli ranges plays a very important role in stopping the monsoon winds that come from the Arabian Sea. How it stop? It became a barrier between the monsoon winds and the place of Rajasthan. Okay, I have already told you into the previous video that the clouds which brings rain, these type of monsoon are not allowed them to cross with the heavy weight. Okay, this one is mountain, and here the clouds of the monsoon. When the cloud of the monsoon moves upward over the mountain, the pressure area, the atmospheric pressure increases over the cloud. That's why the atmospheric pressure increases over the cloud. That's why they have to do the rain into the plain area, that is before the mountain. They have to do the rain into the plain area, that is before the mountain. And after doing the rainfall, they cross over the mountain. But they don't have any drop rate to do the rainfall into the another part of the mountain. That's why we can say that the Aravalli ranges plays the barrier role between the monsoon winds and the Rajasthan. This is why the monsoon winds can't provide rain over the Rajasthan. Next one is monsoon rainfall is also unequally spread over the year. I have already told you that monsoon rainfall is unequally divided into the India. Some regions have the most rainfall, so much heavy rainfall, but some areas comes under very little rainfall. They are very low rainfall. They don't have any type of rainfall over there, or at those regions, just like the place of Rajasthan and the place of Ladakh, it experienced the lowest rainfall. I have already told you that is because of the Aravalli ranges into the Rajasthan and plays the barrier role over there, and the Himalaya ranges into Kashmir. into the Ladakh plays the barrier role over there. That's why these two places have the little amount of rainfall, experience the little amount of rainfall. Next one is distribution of rainfall. How the region of India is distributed into the rainfall regions. Okay, how the regions have in very heavy rainfall, how the regions are divided into a very little rainfall, how the regions are divided into moderate rainfall. These type of categories are divided. India. This one is the distribution of rainfall in the India, and in the next video we will study about that. That's why now take care of yourself and goodbye everybody.